Can I start off by asking you something? Who knows your work? Who's talking about you when you're not in the room? Who do you call when a gallery sends a contract that you don't understand? Who's seeing you fall? Who still shows up to support the next thing? Now let me ask you another set of questions. Who have you tried to know? Who have you made space for? Who have you learned from? Who have you reached out to? Where have you been showing up? And are those spaces really built for you? Are they really built with you in mind? Or have you been trying to build this whole thing, this whole art career, your whole art collection alone? Because a lot of us are. We've been sold the myth of the soul genius, the soulpreneur, all of those things. We've been told that if the work is good enough, it'll rise. That if you're serious, you'll figure it out alone. That asking for help means you're not ready. But listen, trying to do all of it by yourself, that's a trap. And we gotta get out of it. All of us. What's up, y'all? I'm Mariah Elise. I'm the founder of Dear Glory and Elise Art Group. And I've spent the last decade helping artists, helping collectors, and brands build legacy with clarity, care, and strategy. This channel is where I share everything that I've learned about art, about power, and about creating spaces that last. Welcome to Dear Glory. Now, let's talk about the reality of this industry, this here art industry, okay? This here art world of which we call it. Let's say it really clearly. The art world runs on relationships, not just talent. Can we say it again? The art world runs on relationships and not just talent, not just effort, not just Instagram followers. Artists don't just get discovered. Collectors don't just magically develop tastes. Galleries don't just find you. Someone introduces you to something. Someone introduces you to someone else. Someone recommends you, someone breaks down what you're missing and gives you the tools to grow. And that someone, they usually come from your community. And that's what we're going to focus on here. Your community and how to build one. Behind every major opportunity, there's a quiet, unseen chain of conversations. Someone saying, you should meet so-and-so. You need to know so-and-so. Oh, you're working on this? Oh, so-and-so can help you with that. Oh, you're putting together an exhibition focused on this? This is the artist you need to talk to. Oh, you're interested in artists that have this subject matter? This is the artist you should know. That's how information spreads, by your community, by people that are vouching for you, knowing you, and really telling people about you. So if you've been wondering why the opportunities aren't showing up, it might not be about the quality of your work. It might be about who's around you while you're making it. Now, I want to be really clear. A lot of times when I'm thinking about these videos, I'm thinking about the advice that I need to hear. And this is something that I need to hear. I've personally questioned, why aren't they reaching out to me? And we can put ourselves in a hole thinking those things. We can talk ourselves down, feeling valuable in certain areas and wondering why people aren't reaching out to you in areas where you know you can give value. But the real answer to that is, have you showed up in those spaces and told them that you're ready to do this, do that, and do all of the things that you think they should be calling you for? It might not be about the quality of your work. It might be about who's around you while you're making it, who you're telling that you're making it, and who you're telling what you want to do next. So here's some action steps that I want us all to follow, put into action immediately. I've been practicing putting into action the things that I'm telling y'all to put into action with immediacy. We can put these things into action right now. They're easy. The first thing I want us to do, reach out intentionally. Now, that's something I did yesterday to someone I've been actually having conversations with. And I'm like, wait a second, this person would be great for what I'm building over here. This person would be great to know that I'm interested in the things that they're already doing. So maybe they can think about me the next time they're doing it with a community of people. Reach out intentionally. Choose one person whose work you admire and engage with them authentically. Comment thoughtfully, share their work, send a DM. This isn't about asking for something. This is about connecting. Real relationships start small. They start small and they start authentic. Put yourself in shared spaces. Attend the opening. Show up to the talk. Join the conversation. Even if it feels awkward, join the conversation. You don't have to be ready. You just have to be present. I recall being at an artist opening about 2 weeks ago, and there was an artist I wanted to talk to, David McGee. And I was with my friend Josh, and I kept telling him, man, I want to go talk to him about his work. And I talk to people about their artwork all the time. Josh said, you better go over there and talk right now because somebody else is about to go talk to him. And I was like, I'm gonna let them finish their conversation because they already walked up and talked to him. He said, but you know the people he's talking to. So you can go up there and just interject yourself gracefully in the conversation. I almost missed my chance to tell this guy what I wanted to tell him because I didn't want to walk up to the conversation. Although I knew the people he was talking to very well, I almost missed my opportunity to meet this artist, tell him what I liked about his work, ask him the questions that I had, and start what could eventually flourish into him and I being in community with one another. That's what I'm talking about. Join the conversation, even if it feels awkward. You do not have to be ready. You have to be present. Offer before you ask. Celebrate someone else's success. Share a grant opportunity with them. Introduce two people who you know should know one another. Relationships aren't built through what you ask for all of the time. Oftentimes, they're built through what you give. Start with what you have. Start with who you know. But most importantly, start with someone. Don't build this thing alone. We can't build things alone. We can't build things in a silo. Now, section 2, I want to talk about the cost of isolation. I've paid that cost. I don't want to pay it no more. I'm telling you, I don't want to pay it anymore. Matter of fact, I'm looking for volunteers. For Gloryland, and I'll tell you guys about that later. So if you want to be a volunteer, stay to the end of this video and let me know you want to volunteer because I don't want to do this alone. We can't do it alone. So I'm opening that up right now. Anyway, section 2, the cost of isolation. Trying to do this alone doesn't make you stronger. It just makes you stuck. And quite frankly, it makes you weak. It looks like burnout. It looks like scatterbrain. It feels like invisibility. It sounds like I'm doing everything right. Why is nothing happening for me? Because no matter how much you post, how much you pitch or produce, if you don't have people to grow with you, you're going to hit a wall. You will hit a wall. The myth of the self-made artist is killing careers. And not just because of gatekeeping, but because so many of us are afraid to go to the public spaces where our future community can be and introduce ourselves and say out loud, this is who I am, this is what I do, and this is who I want to become. This is what I want to do in the future. This is how I can help you. Can I come to your studio? Can I come see your collection? How can I add value to you? Tell them the ways in which you can add value to them. We don't need more genius. We need infrastructure. And in the art world, that often looks like people. So here are 3 ways to start breaking out of this isolation today. Say it out loud. Okay, this is for me. Practice introducing yourself and your work. I want to be really clear. It does not matter where you are in your career. You are constantly evolving, and the things about you, what you do, are constantly changing. So you constantly need to practice introducing yourself and telling people who you are. If you watched my conversation with Larry Osei-Mensah, we had a moment, an honest moment for me in the conversation when I told him, I just don't know how to introduce myself. And he helped me in that moment. And I'll never, ever forget that. And it happened live. It was recorded. And what's important is that we practice over and over again, introducing ourselves. Do it in the mirror, then practice it with someone else. Do it in a room with other folks. Do it at an opening, do it in a DM. Let people know who you are and what you're building. Find the room, then walk in. The artist talk you keep skipping, go to that. The local event that you've been watching online, show up in person. Don't underestimate what can happen just by being seen, saying hello. My name's Mariah. This is who I am. This is what I do. Now, I want y'all to know this. This isn't going to happen fast. This is a slow grind. It's a slow build. It's something we have to be committed to as our career grows, as our journey changes and expands. You always have to be willing to meet more people and to grow your community as you grow. So keep this in mind. Build slow. Do not build. Share your process. Tell your story. You don't have to be polished to be present. Sometimes the first step out of isolation is simply letting someone know that you're here. I can give my own testament to this. My nose was big. I was pregnant. I hated how I was looking. And I said, I have to get back on YouTube. I have to be present. I have to show up. I have to be in community with the folks that have been in community with me. I have to be there. I have to be visible. I have to give information. I have to give value, and I have to receive what they have for me. So I got on YouTube. Presentation, bad and all. Not polished, okay? You don't have to be polished. You have to be present. I'm not telling y'all to show up looking crazy places, but I'm telling you, you don't have to have it all together. You just have to be present. Sometimes the first step out of isolation is simply letting someone know that you're here. Now, look, being visible is not the same as being in community, but visibility can be the first bridge. Now, section 3, what does community actually mean? Let's redefine community. It's not a group chat or a follow back. That's not what it is. It's someone texting you when there's a last minute grant opening. It's someone sitting with your contract and saying, this clause isn't fair. It's a collector bringing your name up to a gallery owner before you even meet. This partnership that I've developed, the one I'm going to tell you about in just a few seconds, it started because I got an email from someone in my community that said, hey, I think you should be there. Sign up for the VIP using my name. That changed the rest of my year. That changed and led to what I'm going to tell you guys about in the next few seconds. Someone sending me an email and saying, hey, you should be there. They put me in the room. Do you know how important that is? Being in community with someone that's willing to do that for you? Do you know how important that is? It's people who pour into you, not just professionally, but personally. It's spaces where your questions are not judged. It's learning in real time with people who get it, who want to get it, who want to get you, who you want to get, who you want to pour into. Community is the infrastructure under most successful art careers, but it does not just happen. It has to be built, and it has to be built slowly and genuinely and with intention. So here are 3 ways to start building real community right now. Name your people. Name your people. Make a list of 5 people you want to build with that maybe you've already started building with. Not just admire, but engage with. Reach out to them, uplift them, start a conversation. You could even create a space for other people to come to be in community with you. Invite someone to coffee, host a workshop, host a dinner, share a resource. Sometimes building community means you have to go first. And that's something that I've learned over and over and over again. I think I need to go first. You have to keep showing up. You have to keep showing up. Real connection happens over time. It does not happen overnight. Go back to the space that felt good. Follow up on the conversation that stuck with you. Consistency creates community. Start with intention, follow with consistency, and lead with generosity. That's how community takes shape. That's how community takes root. Now, we've talked about community. Now I want to share with you guys how we're bringing our Dear Glory community into physical space. We're doing that with Gloryland. I created Gloryland because I wanted to build a space where artists, collectors, curators, people like us could learn together, grow together, ask better questions, and get our questions answered, and actually be in the room together and be in a room with the folks that can share resources, that want to build us up, that want to be built. Gloryland is a curated cultural experience powered by this channel, Dear Glory, and created by myself and us and you guys. It's been created by you guys. We've created this as a team. And this first edition is running alongside Untitled Art Houston and in partnership with their VIP program. This isn't just another art event. It's not just another art weekend, okay? Even though there are some amazing ones out there, but this is a weekend of learning, of connection, of clarity, and of celebration. It's a chance to meet each other. It's a chance to meet people who will pour into your journey, people who will shift your direction in the best way, people you'll stay connected with long after the weekend ends. We're showing up together, we're learning together, and we're doing it with so much care, a lot of clarity, and while we build community in person with one another. We've built it to feel like the way that you've been learning here on this channel, but in real time, in real rooms, and with real people. Now, if you're wondering what happens at Gloryland, we have a host of panels with people who actually are doing the work, not just talking about it. We're walking the fair together, stopping to ask questions together, talking to the galleries, and thinking out loud as a group as I guide you guys through Untitled Art. We're gonna gather for cocktails and have honest conversations. We're gonna meet people who changed the course of our careers. We're gonna take notes, we're gonna laugh, and we're gonna party. So you might be wondering who's in the room. People like Joy Simmons, Richard Beavers, Aisha Selden, Lester Marks, so many more names. And so many more voices will be announced soon for the panels. This is for anyone who's ever said, I wanna do this right, but I don't know where to begin. Or I've outgrown where I've been and I need to be around people who are building too. I know y'all have said it. I've said it. So let's build this together. So I want to go through the happenings. And when you're ready, if something strikes you, the link is in the description for you guys to click and request access or buy tickets. So panel 1, Artist Power, Are You Using Yours? This is happening Friday, September 19th at 11 a.m. And this is a conversation about presence, legacy, and who really holds power in the art world. Let's tell the truth. In the art world, power isn't just about talent. It's about access, strategy, and knowing how this game is played. And too many brilliant people are stuck outside the rooms where these decisions are getting made. This conversation is for those of you who are done waiting to be invited in. We're talking about what it really takes to hold power and how we start shifting it, not just for ourselves, but for those who are coming after us, those who are coming next, how we're gonna share that glory. This conversation is featuring voices like Joy Simmons, and more will be announced soon. You're gonna wanna bring your notebook for this one, okay? And if you don't have a notebook will be there waiting for you guys. The second panel, Don't Buy Art, Build Wealth. That one's happening Friday, September 19th at 6 p.m. Now this one's for the collectors and the folks interested in the strategy, who want to move with long-term strategy. We're talking about how to think long-term, how to position your collection for growth, and how to make every acquisition you make count, not just for today, but for what you're building over time. This panel is featuring Richard Beavers, the founder and owner of Richard Beavers Gallery, Aisha Selden, an art collector and a real estate master, honestly, a real estate mogul, and Lester Marks, who has been recognized as ArtNet's top 200 collector in the world. He is one of Houston's most prominent collectors and most supportive of emerging artists. Now, Friday afternoon at 2:30, we're gonna have a guided walkthrough of Untitled Art. We're gonna ask questions, meet gallerists, learn how to see what matters, learn how to ask questions, be in community, and do this together. That night, Friday night, 7:30, we're gonna gather at the beautiful Hotel St. Augustine. Now, keep in mind, Hotel St. Augustine is also where the panels are being held. So if you come to the panels, you'll already be familiar with this beautiful space. We can call this Gloryland After Hours, and it's open to anyone who is attending any Gloryland event. Now, Saturday, the closing celebration. It's time to party. We've had a great week at this point, okay? Saturday, 7 to 9:30 p.m. is open to VIP access only, as well as the Gloryland guests. Now, if you didn't attend any of the Gloryland panels, the walkthrough, those things, then you can still buy a ticket, but those will be limited, okay? And you'll be able to attend from 9:30 on up. So let me say again, 7 to 9:30 is for VIPs and Gloryland ticket holders. At 9:30, you can come and buy a ticket. Now, this is gonna be downtown on the 24th floor of a building that we are not and have not disclosed yet, but get ready because it's gonna be a vibe. I'm talking about elevator to floor access, skyline view of the city. I can't wait. So we're gonna do a lot of learning, a lot of connecting, and a lot of partying, and I want y'all to come. You're gonna leave with a full notebook, full of notes, new ideas, real connections, a sharper sense of how to move through the art world with purpose, not performance. And here's something really important. Everything, all of the events that I just listed, They're all limited because there's only a certain amount of seats. There's only a certain amount of capacity. Some events require SVP and space is tight. And I'll be keeping you guys updated here. So stay close, watch close, but don't wait. Okay. Don't wait. If you're feeling called to be in this room, this is your sign to go ahead and get a ticket. The tickets are available now. Click the link below in the description, reserve your spot, and I'll see you guys at Gloryland. Anyway, y'all, I appreciate you for being here and being on the road to glory with me, because glory isn't about being seen. It's about being centered. Glory isn't performance. It's a process and a progress. And we're in this together. We are a work in process. We are in progress together. So let's keep building this together. I'll see y'all in the next video, and hopefully I see you guys at Gloryland. Peace.